Good morning, campers. It's 7:30. We've actually been up since 6:30 because it's call of nature and the light. But it's a beautiful day. Bed's still up. John's just about to put the bed away, and then we can have some breakfast, and I'll do a tour of the van. Morning.
Morning.
He hasn't done his hair this morning. We'll put the bed away.
Yeah, we ready?
Yeah. It's 8:30 and we're at the beach car park. 8:30, can you believe it? Beach 8:30. And the beach car park is dead, but it's absolutely glorious today. So the beach is going to be empty because there's literally about 5 cars here. I don't know, 10 at a push. And I think most of those are staff because there's like 2 car park attendants. There's someone cleaning the loos, so I think they're all staff. So the beach is going to be dead, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. I love that. I love getting up early when you're on holiday and just kind of getting to the beach. When we go to Cornwall, we get up kind of like 6 o'clock in the morning. We don't get washed or anything. We head straight to the beach, put our wetsuits on and go and have a morning surf, and it is beautiful. We love having a morning surf. And then we get out of the water about 8 o'clock and then go and have a shower and dressed and then have breakfast, and I just really, really love that. Love the beach. To be honest with you, I love early mornings because I think it's all quiet and the weather's nice and it's just really relaxed and a sort of a slow pace of life. So yeah, love it. It's a beautiful day. I think we're just going to go and have a mooch on the beach and that. And I'm going to show you the interior of the van because in a past video, the one where we took you to the VW show, showed you loads of other people's interiors, and I can't remember who it was. Someone asked about what does the interior of our van look like, so I'll show you. But obviously bear in mind our van isn't a show van, so it's not like the vans you will have seen at the show. He's got a car park ticket. He's back. Did you get your car park ticket?
I've got my ticket.
Did you get all day? All day, baby.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So this is the cab, which you can see. So where what the cab looks like. And then on the ceiling we've got Caskiston fabric. This above here is technically an aircon unit. But this van is 1962, so the aircon unit basically just means that it blows cold air out. And then the speedo, we've got a flower in the dash there. Here's Zippy, because our van is called Zippy. We've got various hanging things, beads and flowers and stuff. That's the windscreen washer bottle. Yeah, so it's quite basic down here in the front. This is the kettle. We drove over the kettle this morning. Oh God, embarrassing. We were like, everyone was like sitting outside of their tents having a cup of tea and, you know, starting their morning, and we're just leaving. So of course everyone's looking at us because they're like, freaks, it's early, what are they doing? They're just leaving. So we drive off and it's like a bit of a clang, and John's like, oh, that's a bit bumpy. There wasn't anything underneath the van, was there? And this van comes running over from the other tent and sort of waving. So John gets out. He's driven over the kettle. So the kettle is a little bit worse for wear, but, you know, it's a posh kettle as well. Our kettle came from John Lewis, and it's not a cheap camping kettle because basically my parents gave it to us because the place where they live, they bought a show home, and when they bought the show home, they also bought all of the accessories that the show home was decorated with. That all came with the home, and the kettle was on the stove on the show home, but my parents didn't want it, so they gave it to us. So it's a really nice posh kettle, and now it's bent and buckled, isn't it, Jonathan?
It looks like it's been used.
It what?
It looks like it's been used.
Yes, doesn't it just? So I'll take you in the back and give you a tour of the back now. Okay, so this is inside the van. Obviously, we've been camping overnight, so it's a little bit messy. But John's had the door open. Oh, so I'll just do you a tour of inside. So inside that cupboard is a fridge, and that's plugged into the leisure battery, so we can keep milk and stuff cool. And then on top of there, for some reason we have a maraca. Why do we have maracas in here?
You never know when you need maracas.
Well, that's true. And like a walkie-talkie and torches and like random stuff. Is it random stuff in there?
It's the games and torches cupboard.
The games and torches cupboard. Okay, so above the fridge are the games and torches. And then, John, could you be my glamorous assistant? Could you open that cupboard?
Which cupboard?
That
This
cupboard, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. In there is the cooker. So, all mod cons, we cook on gas in that cupboard. And then over there is another cupboard. What do we keep in there? Wellingtons. What have we got in there at the moment? Because what we've got in there at the moment isn't always what we keep in there. And we were discussing this morning about, because we used to keep a barbecue in there. We were discussing this morning about putting shelves in there. So in there is just some food and Wellingtons and toilet paper, that kind of stuff. Then above there we've got a little drawer which we keep like first aid kit, matches, anything that we want kind of right easy accessible. Then above there, what's in that cupboard above there?
I think I've got a jack in there and
A car jack and
Car
all your car maintenance stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And do we keep it? We don't keep anything in that roof cupboard now, do we?
not really. No. I think
No.
there's
Because that used to leak, didn't it? So we don't keep anything in there.
stuff in there.
And in the back cupboard is our kitchen cupboard. That's where we keep our cups and plates and saucepans. You can sort of see in there. It's not very, it's quite dark in there. In the back, just there, that folds down because that was the old bed which we don't use because it's a bit broken. So in there we've just got our bedding and our warm clothes. That's all tucked up in there. And then here we've got the two bench seats. 1, 2. And then under here, this one where John's sitting is the bed, the boards to make the bed.
Chairs.
And the chairs that we can sit on outside the van. Anything else?
Some blankets.
Blankets.
Hot water bottle.
Hot water bottle. Okay, and then in this one, under the bench seat, there is like clothes, the gas bottle, and random junk, really. And that's it, that's the van. So that was just a brief overview. One day we want to kind of redo it all and decorate and stuff, but that's a one day project, isn't it?
Yeah.
So John looks like he's just packing the bag for a day on the beach. Is that exactly what you're doing?
It is.
And look, we've got sand everywhere. Sand everywhere. Last night I got into bed and I opened my book and loads of sand just fell out of my book into the bed, didn't it? And John was just like, no.
On my side.
On his side. On his side, yeah. So all the sand's on his side. It's like getting toast crumbs in the bed because all night it was itchy and you could just feel sand. So that was good fun. is absolutely glorious, and we've walked down the far end of the beach, so there's pretty much no one around, and it's lovely. And I've even got my shorts on today. Look at those lovely knees. Don't look too closely, I might have a few spiky hairs, but yes, got me shorts on. So exciting. Absolutely glorious. That is definitely the key. Come early and walk as far as you can. But we've walked as far as we can, and we're having a well, not as far as you can keep going, but we've stopped to put sun cream on and have a little bit of a drink. And John's just got his camera out. What are you taking pictures of? The beach, the sea. It's beautiful. Just been on a half an hour walk while John had a little bit of peace and quiet to himself, because I am hyperactive today and I think I got too much for him. Yeah, I went on a little treasure scavenger hunt. I went for a little walk and I picked up these treasures. I've got some shells to go in my dish on the coffee table at home. And I love sea glass, like glass that's been tumbled in the sea. And I found this one that's like a little heart shape. Well, it looks like a heart shape to me anyway, but I really like that. And they're going to go in my little dish on my coffee table. One of the things that we really like about Wells, apart from the really nice, relaxed, laid-back atmosphere and the miles and miles of sand, is all the really lovely little beach huts. And every time we go, there seem to be different beach huts with different themes. They kind of paint them quite regularly, I think. So we kind of like just walking along and seeing what everybody's done. And we thought you might like to have a look at some of them as well. I really liked the one with the yellow on, this one which says Somewhere Beyond the Sea. I really liked that. I thought that was really rather cool, and it was quite nice to walk around and have a look. And there was one with a whale on, and I really liked the one with the sort of spiral staircase, which I'll show you in a little while. But I just love looking at them. They're sort of like, you know, they're so quintessentially English and quaint and quirky and all that stuff. And also our shed at home that we painted, kind of beach hut style-y, but it's not finished yet. So I was kind of having a look further on at some of the different design things that people have done. We can't take credit for this sandcastle. We passed that and we just thought that was pretty cool, and someone must have spent quite a long time making that. It's just a shame that the sand got blown away a little bit, but pretty cool nonetheless. So we're just kind of looking at some of the beach huts and getting some inspiration for decorating our shed, like some of the scalloped edging and all of that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm just having a kind of a good look at them. So I hope you like seeing them too. Fish and chips again from the chip shop, and it was really cold and really windy and really blustery, but we just sat at the harbour and ate them, and the sky was going grey and you could see the clouds coming over, which is why I didn't record any of our voice, because you just couldn't hear it because of all the wind being so blustery. But the fish and chips were really, really lovely, and in fact we didn't even finish our fish and chips. We got in the van and ate the chips on the way home. So we came home last night. We got home about 9:30 at night,
and yeah, but we had a really nice time just chilling.
The time of my life, yes, I had the time of my life with you, and everything was golden. Why does it have to be over? I took it from the heart, everything, yes, from the start. I'd shout to everyone, as she is mine, she's perfect, we're taking